when I'm in the back. Hi, pretty girl. She's just looking back at me right now. Aww. Such a good pup. Yes, looks a good pup. Alright, so we got number 5 back here, but it's kind of facing the wrong way though. That's up to that. Those are all that way. And let's see. What are we doing with here? Alright, so we got 4 cars and then 1 log. We got all those set there. Finances are that. That's overhanging a little too much. So that is clear enough of the switch. Alright, seeing as it's already right there. Okay, what's our passengers looking like? We got 30 passengers.
That string of cars over at the log mill, are those all empty?
The ones at the sawmill right now, like on its siding? No, they're not all empty.
Okay.
There is 4 cars that are still loaded, and then there's one that has 1 log when I checked it. Alright, so all the passengers are out from there. Make sure I remove this fuse and set the next one. Road forward 45. Alright, and it's gonna need coal when it gets back to Bryson for sure. They'll then drop the cars in the Y and then go back and get coal. Yeah, I don't know if there really is anything to do other than the passenger service right now. I mean, that's one of the things about the, like, middle of the day like this. You get everything done, and then all we really have is... Yeah, you can definitely, like, I would say put number 1 back in the shed for right now, because it's going to be, like, at least another 2 hours before the empty cars are ready to be pulled off of that siding.
Well, for now, I want to pull these full log cars over to the side out of the main line.
Well, we don't use the main line right now, so that's why they're there. I just have them set there because we're not using the main line. It's the only reason I have them there. If we were actually using the main line, like having the interchange at Silva instead, I would just be using the sidings behind the engine service
Back
set.
in, or?
Yeah, just put it back in there because it needs, number 1 needs repairs. It's only at 70%. Those, like, once those other cars are unloaded, the loaded ones are going to get swapped into that siding. Alright, I guess there's... Yep, everything's going to Bryson or Whittier, pretty much. Yeah, number 4 is going to need, number 2 is going to need coal. has enough coal that it should be able to make it down to the station and then back to the coaling thing. I got quite a few cars over here at. I don't know, I mean, that whole thing can actually fit in one siding. I'm actually going to dump all these cars in one siding so it's not taking, like, so it's not in the way. So I want to reduce the amount of clutter. I always try to get everything condensed down to as into a single siding as if possible. You can take over on number 2 if you want. It should be heading to Bryson right now. Yeah, it's actually coming up to that 30-mile-an-hour curve just after the bridge leading west. .11, 13, 14, 12. Orders, yard move, 10 cars. Number 5 is struggling to push all these cars backwards. It is 23 cars, almost 1,500 tons. trying to get this whole thing onto the siding. Number one's back up to 71% at least. Two cars. Back it up, 2 more cars. Come on, you can do it. Stop. Alright, I'm going to set as many handbrakes as I can. I probably just set them all. With every handbrake set on this train, it should basically become an immovable object should anything be pushed into it. Like, I wonder how many Berkshires it would probably take to even over... Like, is it even actually possible to overpower the handbrakes on the cars? I want to have to test that theory later. See how many see how many like obviously go with the biggest, most powerful locomotive you can get, because that's going to be like, that's a good point to jump from, and then just see at what point how many cars will it pull with the handbrakes on before it like stops. Number 5, like number 2 only has 0.3 tons of coal left. Is that going to be enough to get it back to Whittier?
I guess we'll find out.
I had that fuse set because what I was going to have it then do was I was going to push the passenger cars back into the Y, and then run the train over to the coaling tower and get coal before proceeding on. That's just what I was going to do. I'm at a Petro in Illinois right now. This place, like the parking lot here, is just practically empty. I mean, this lot's got to be maybe a quarter full. Maybe, at most. I'm in Rochelle, Illinois, I believe it is. I don't know. Why does it always focus on that part of freaking Dallas? There's a Union Pacific yard not far from where I'm at. It kind of looks like it's probably one of those intermodal yards for the most part. Ones where they put, like where they load the containers onto the train. Oop. Should have been paying attention to that. Wait. Actually, send it back a little bit further. Gonna get number 5 turned around. And then send it back for some coal. Coal and water.
I'm gonna put shove these cars into a siding, and I'm gonna tie number 2 down, wait for a pickup.
Are you out of water or out of coal?
0.2 tons, but it won't make it.
You should be able to have that. Should be enough to get it back to back over to the coaling tower. You should be able to make it back there. Yeah, that's gonna be enough to make it back to the tower at least.
Should I leave this string here or bring it with me?
Leave it there because you're not really going to have room to take it back into where the coaling is. I mean, you probably could. I mean, you have to have one of the doors on the shed open, because that's the only way you're going to probably be able to fit. I mean, that's going to be pretty tight though too. So I mean, if you want to try getting back in there.
Oh, there's a cooling tower right here. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a cooling tower right there in Bryson. So I mean, you could push those whole. You could push. Like, it could stay connected and just push that whole thing right into that siding. Might be a tight fit. But I guess we'll see. Alright, number 5 is going to be topped off with coal. I got number 3 just sitting in the engine shed there. Yeah, you're gonna have enough coal to make it back to the coaling tower.
Yeah, I got enough to make it here. I didn't know there was one here before, so.
There is. There's also one in Alarka when we get that area unlocked too. But anything past Alarka Junction is going to have to be run with like the P43 or any other big locomotives that have a lot of coal and water. Because it's the only way they're going to make it. Full on coal. Top the water off. Alright. Alright, now to just figure out what I want to do with number 5. Alright. So can't leave number 5 on the line. I mean, gonna have to figure out what to do with some of these other locomotives. Alright, what do I want to do with this one? Guess I'll just put number 5 on the main line. Just put it right next to the shed, basically. Yeah, the 10-wheeler definitely needs to have its tender repaired. Go back a couple more feet. Alright. Set the reverser to neutral. And then we will move number 4 out of the shed. And put that one like right next to and in front of number 5. Alright. The P43, you can fill both the coal and water at the same time at Whittier. So it definitely streamlines the refueling process. That to neutral, leave the brakes set. That should be enough room to pull those back off past the switch to get them into the siding. They got 4 cars at the sawmill that are ready to be able to go back up. They're going to go back up with the other 4 because they're all set for the same track. We're at 18 logs for that. Not exactly a full train, but still quite a few passengers. Okay, what's this? Okay, so this one on the interior might be ready before the end of the day. That one possibly. Those are most likely not going to be emptied. Just here. Okay, that might empty
Alright, number
by
2 is
midday.
full of coal and water.
That's good.
Recoupled back with the passenger string. Am I cleared for the main line?
Yes, you are. Okay, so that one car at Appalachian Hardwoods is definitely going to be emptied before the end of the day. These 2 cars getting loaded with furniture might be ready by the end of the day. Alright. Yeah, right at this point, it's basically just waiting on the log cars to empty, so the empty ones can be taken out and the loaded ones put in their place, and then just waiting on the other stuff to hopefully finish while doing the passenger runs. Alright. Okay, so none of those are going to empty today. That's probably going to be emptied. Okay, that one's empty. That one's being loaded. Should probably be loaded and be finished by the end of the day. Alright, so we'll have some cars that'll definitely have to go back. Some more cars that'll definitely have to go back. What's this says? So that one's... So number 1's on 77% on the locomotive. So it's currently sitting in the engine shed. And number 5 and number 4 are both sitting on the main line next to the engine shed. You ever eat those ever had those, like, Baby Bell cheeses? Like, the little round ones in, like, the wax coating?
I think I have.
They're good, aren't they?
It's been a while, so I can't remember.
Yeah, I get them, like, I grab a few when I run out, like, every time I go to Walmart. They make for a good snack. $35 outside. Okay. Turn that to the heat setting. And I will turn on the bunk heater, but still have the fan going. So no matter like what the temperature gets tonight, hopefully with the heat running and having the fan running, it'll keep the coolant warmed up enough. So when I start the truck up tonight to go make my deliveries that I gotta go make, I won't have to wait for the truck. I won't have to wait for the engine to warm up to have some warm air blowing in here. All right. Yeah, I think once you get the train to Whittier, I'm going to do like wait an hour or two
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this string over at the station in Whittier, and then I'm gonna shove this back into the.
Into the repair shed.
Yeah, to repair the what was it, the tender?
Yeah. Let's see what we got for some more stuff with the I can't wait till we actually have like I can actually have dedicated servers. Huh. So apparently the C46 actually has a text box just above the numbers on the cab. It's like that would be nice to have that on all the locomotives because then you could actually put like if you have like with us having the names, you could put the name there, or you could put it that's like if a train's for a certain yard only, you mark that like you put that one there, so that it tells people, hey, this train doesn't leave this area. Like this is its service area. Leave it here. Alright, so we got 4 cars unloaded, 1 being unloaded, and 3 yet to be touched. Yeah, so once you get once you get that into the repair shed, I'll make wait an hour or two. $63 for 43 fares. That's decent. I mean, definitely could be better, but I mean, what else do we expect at this point? It's not peak hours. Fred said that he basically wanted to play. Where is he at? I have almost 100 hours in the game so far. Fred hadn't said anything about like asking if a session was going to be holding a session today. I was just going to try playing Derail Valley, playing with the like doing it on VR. Be a while on those. Let's see what number one's looking like. 80%. That's not too bad. Let's see. Locations, engine service. So 3 hours and I'll be finished being fixed. So 6 hours for all the repairs to be done. Obviously, we're not going to wait that long. Alright, so we'll wait. Do 1 hour. Let's see what that looks like on the cars. Okay. Okay, so that's 3 hours. Let's see what repairs are looking like now. Okay, 93%. 180%. That's better than the 55 that it was. We're looking at 3 hours to complete everything. I'm gonna check the other locations real quick to see what's all ready for bringing back. Okay, that's ready to bring back. Those obviously are not going to be. Yeah, that one's definitely not finishing out today. It's at 14 tons. What's the okay, nothing from farming supply, or from the farm supply. Okay, what are we looking at here in Bryson? Okay, that's probably not. Okay, that might empty today. I don't know. Those are probably not emptying. Let's see what we got. Yeah, those are not emptying anytime soon. The coal cars were already brought down. Okay, so we got 3 cars at Appalachian Hardwoods. They'll need to be taken out. And let's see what we're looking at in the oil place. Okay, that 1 car might empty today. So that one's probably going to have to come out. But we'll see. Alright. Let's just do this on that one. So, wait another hour. Okay. See what the logging cars are looking like. Okay. So, those actually are going to need to be emptied out soon. So, number 1 is actually going to go up. What's the coal and water level on that? Okay, that's enough coal and enough water. Orders. Forward. Send it into that siding. Get ready to pull those cars out. Alright, so that one's set. That switch is now set there. Okay, that one's going up. And we want those other cars going to siding number 2, so need that switch set. Come down here to number 1 and see what this one's switch settings are. Okay, that's good. There we go. There we go. Now it's moving.
How much is there to do? Because I want to do some chores around my house.
Right now there's basically just going to be moving these empty cars, like just about removing these empty cars from the sawmill up to the logging camp and getting those other currently loaded cars put onto the siding. And there's some cars that can be shunted around up at Bryson that are emptied. There's 3 cars at Appalachian Hardwoods. I think there's also, and then there might soon be one of the tanker cars. And it looks like one of these cars at the Bryson team track is actually going to be emptied soon. But one of the oil cars is probably going to be ready today because it's got like just a couple 100 gallons of oil. Yeah, it's got 123 gallons. So that one, we got one car that's actually going to come out from the sidings there. So there is a little bit of work that needs to be done. It's definitely manageable with just 2 of us. Because we got Ren that just joined. Number 1 is done. It's connected. Connect the glad hands. Release the brakes. And then we just need to wait for that car to empty out.
Alright, if he's getting in, then I will do my stuff that I need to do.
Alright.
I'll be back.
I'm just trying to figure, do I want to have number 4 just move those logging cars in? Or I could have number 5 run around and do it. While number 1 takes the empty cars up. Or just have number 4 handle them. As soon as that last car is emptied, should, so I'm just clear the switch. go.
You
So,
heard of
alrighty.
yellow, yellow, yellow.
Hello.
Did I join too late into the stream? Ugh.
No, we still got a few hours before I will
Yeah,
be
I had a
getting off.
I had a psychiatrist attendance today, and then I was doing something else in a bit. But now I'm here. So,
Alright.
what's the news on the railroad?
Right now, pretty much most of the work is done, except for needing some cars being ready to be moved out from the sidings and Bryson.
They need to go to where?
They have to go back. They're going to be going back to Whittier, but
Can you do me a favor? What engine is nearby?
number 3, Red's on it right now.
Oh, anything else that I can do then?
Well, I just emptied the logging cars, so there's a set of logging cars that have to go into the siding.
I can do that. That's fine. Any runs with number 4 yet?
Number 4 is actually hooked up to the loaded cars.
Which cars?
The logging cars.
Oh, nice. So I'll use that instead.
Well, it's hooked up to them because of the fact that I didn't feel like taking number 5 around to
Yeah,
because I put number 5 and number 4 onto the siding, onto the main line.
I see that the cars that I bought yesterday are still in the interchange.
Yeah, I moved everything to the I moved everything around in the interchange, so it's all on one siding.
That's you. Yeah, that's you. So where do these cars need to go?
Into the sawmill.
Okay, I'll do that. Number 4 is my engine for today. I'll join the engine crew. Crew's Gordon. Okay. I'm doing the Gordon crew. For some reason it says that Ran is on this crew even though he's driving number 3. There we go. So, I'm just gonna wait until the line is clear.
Yep, I'll be clear in a minute.
Are you driving that engine?
I'm having the AI do it right now.
Where's Ran at? Where did you say he is?
He's up with number 3 over at Bryson.
Oh,
handling those car movements that need to be done.
Yeah, because it's meant to, like the tab says that he's on my engine controls. Like on the cruise.
Yeah, well, that thing with the cruise doesn't really mean anything real. Mostly the crew, like the crew things are for like anyone that's going to be typically operating that whatever engine it is. So like it's for like anyone that's like having a specific engine as their primary engine.
Okay, the airline here is not connected, so let's do that real quick.
Yeah, I think I only hooked the cars, but I didn't connect everything.
And the handbrake is applied. Okay, is the line clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, good. You know, a whistle that I think should be used on this engine should be the NYC 5 chime.
That is the one that's on it right now.
Really? Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that.
That's the NYC 5 chime.
That was stupid of me. I didn't realize. I can't see the whistles. I got confused. I thought it was the default, like DRG that spawns it.
No.
Anyways, we're going into the siding. We're going into the siding.
As you can notice, the cars have colors to them now, rather than it just being one. Like,
oh yeah.
Like they're color coded according to which siding they're going to when they get unloaded.
I assume this is going to Conley Creek after.
Yeah, they all go to up there. The red car, any cars that are like the ones that are like the one on the end, which is red, goes to track 1. The other 7 go to track 3.
Uh-huh.
And then the black ones all only go to track 2.
And
So
another
they're
question: do we have
color-coded.
any? Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all color-coded according to what track they go to. That way, when you look at them, you can know exactly where they're going to go without having to actually like look.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we have any interchange freight in the morning?
There definitely will be some.
I will do those then. I'll already leave that clear. I'll do any cars that come into the interchange. I'll do those.
Yeah, because right now it is. So I'm going to take.
Okay,
Picture of that.
I am uncoupled and I'm going to back it up. How many viewers are we getting right now?
Right now, I only have one person watching.
That's sad.
Well, I mean, it is the day after Christmas, though, so.
Yeah, makes sense.
I am just doing some pictures of the cars the way they are as their colors, so I can put them into the Discord and mark it so that it's like, hey, these are for these locations. Make sure when cars are emptied, these colors go to these tracks.
I'm gonna put number 4 on the siding by the interchange until there's more service.
Yeah. The one thing I like about with number 4 is the fact that you can fill the water and coal at the same time.
Yeah, because it's so fucking big.
Yeah.
Gosh, I like this cab so much.
Yeah, again, it's nice that it also has a speedometer.
Oh yeah, that is right. There's a speedo.
Alright. Yeah, and then they got one car here at the Bison Team Track that's gonna be probably empty today. Seeing as it's only got like 3.8 tons of cargo left in it. And we're at 91 gallons of oil in the middle tank car. That's standard oil.
Let's see, what's the progress on the milestones?
Well, we're waiting for interchange because we're going to get the
delivery. Oh yeah, the delivery should be in the morning, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably take those with me as well.
Yeah, because we got stuff for Alarka. It's going to be 18 cars for Alarka.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot. Number 2 is in the shed. Who's doing passengers?
No one's doing passengers right now because number 2 is just in the process of being repaired.
Oh yeah, right, because it got derailed yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want, I can do 1 or 2 passenger runs.
Okay, so
You know,
putting
since
those
there's nothing else.
cars at the junction site, that's going to take up the Y, make it that you can't be able to turn the train any locomotives around.
Where?
Alarka Junction.
Alarka. So you want to run like a reduced passenger, like from
It's
maybe
just
Whittier to Bryson?
it's just that you won't be able to turn it like. So
like
you
reverse
have
the engine on the Y.
Yeah, but you can bring the engine around to the back end of the train and then just go
And pull
tender
it back.
first. Yeah.
I mean, I could do that,
Until you get to Bryson and then turn it around there.
or maybe at Whittier with the Y. I'll do that. Anyways.
Well, with Bryson, because the fact that there's the Y there that you have to pass on the way to the track.
Oh yeah, right. There is a Y at Bryson. I forgot that. I'll do that.
So you would be able to just. I mean, you also could just push the train backwards because of the back, without actually swapping the engine around, and then you just turn it around at Bryson.
I don't think that would be a good idea in the sense because I mainly drive, so I wouldn't be able to see shit, would I?
Yeah, I mean, if you're
There's
playing in
that.
first
I would
person
have,
only, or
yeah,
you could
I would have.
cheat and basically just you just stand on the back of the observation car that's at the far end of the train, and then just use the UI controls.
It would just be goofy.
That's what
Just,
I've done.
Let's drive the train back, but oh shit, there's a whole rake of passenger cars in front of me. What do
I
I
mean,
do?
basically setting it that it's like the back car, that the observation car on the far end is a cab car in a sense.
Yeah.
So you
I'll
can
see what I
control the train from back there. But I just stood on the observation platform of it because that way I had a good view.
I'll just figure it out. First things first. Throw this switch. And then I'll go into the station and into the passing loop.
Oh, that one didn't cycle. There we go. Now it cycled.
Also, this will probably be screenshot worthy because, big engine passenger train. We'll do some good promotional material for the railroad.
Well, I don't want to use the P43 for passenger right now anyway, though. So
That's what
was
I meant.
just
Promotional material. We pull our express trains with a massive engine, and then they just come in. It's just like a teeny 10 wheeler.
well, I was just figuring that's because number two's probably going to be ready soon. If it's what's the condition on number two anyway? I mean, it should be just about ready. It was only really the tender that derailed after all. It's at 96%, so I mean, number two's ready to go back into service. Because it always can go back to the shed to finish repairs overnight after we do the last passenger run of the day.
Yet. Ah.
I just in their Discord, in the Railroader Discord, basically that I just said that it's even with the game being early access and still having a ways to go with some of the features, I still give it 5 stars.
Agreed.
because it's like, even though it's like the game isn't all like, even though there's so much that they are obviously planning on adding to the game and doing like, it's stuff that certain things that have to be fixed. This game is still very enjoyable to play, especially when you have a group of people to play it with. Not having to rely solely on the AI to get shit done. Because as it is with the AI, the whole micromanaging it is just a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. Like if you have multiple engines running, it's just sometimes just such a pain in the ass.
We've got passengers. We got a lot of them to Bryson. I see you over there. What are you doing in the middle of the grass? Huh?
I'm just actually typing something in Discord real quick. We got 2 cars at Whittier. We got 2 cars at Whittier that need to go to the interchange. But those can gonna be grabbed later. What's the status on the logging camp? Okay, so that car should fill up.
Who is? Oh, it's you. Jeez. Yellow. Yeah, like I just saw someone get on board of the train. I was like, what the hell? Okay, that should be everyone.
Yeah. So the coal on this one actually has collision physics then.
Yep.
Because in like the G16, unless they fix it on all of them, you can actually stand in the coal.
Yeah, there's some of the units that like you walk through and fall into the bottom of the tender. Oh, and now you're suddenly gone. Yeah, this one does have a nice cab. Also, this train actually looks like a proper train now, a proper passenger train.
Yeah.
Also, this engine appears to be stoker fired. Because there's a tube on the floor, you see?
Yeah, I see it.
It's automatic.
I mean, it is a decent sized locomotive.
And it's quite modern. I mean, doesn't have a manual.
I hope we got.
No.
I hope they give us more types of glasses to wear, rather than these round spectacles. We need more clothing options.
Marcus has become Team Fortress 2 hat simulator.
Well, like a station master's out uniform and like a conductor's uniform, like we need like actual we need stuff for some of the other positions too. Like rather than that's basically just being an engineer.
Everyone was an engineer. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Like obviously the fireboxes can be opened because of the fact of how do you light the fire if you can't actually open it.
And sometimes the fireman would actually shovel wool with the stoker to actually, level out the fire. You still need to maintain the fire.
Because sometimes, depending on the terrain, I guess.
Yeah, there's too much coal on one side of the firebox, or too little coal on another side, or too much at the front or back. They need, manage. Also, damn, I love this regulator. Just smack yourself right in the face with the throttle. Like, bang. It has a nice window. It actually has individual cab lamps.
Yeah.
It actually has a proper seat. It's not just a piece of wood. It's an actual seat. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Oh, crossing. There's a bunch of crossings in here for some reason.